We want to welcome in Dr. Jeffrey Bloodworth, and he is joining us as we continue our conversation about these most recent developments, and we appreciate, of course, him being here once again.
There's so much to talk about, and perhaps nobody better to do it with. Doctor, thanks so much for taking the time. And let's start with this. It feels like we're starting to really see the tide turn. Where do we go from here?
Well, the Ukrainians shocked the world by defending their major cities in the center and in the north, and the Russians are moving to the east where they have closer supply lines and they're dug in. It's a new chapter, and it's an even more daunting challenge for the Ukrainians.
Well, we just mentioned that President Biden vowed to provide more weapons. Do you feel that that could be a game changer depending upon the amount that is sent?
It's all about the amount. And again, I think with this administration, what they're trying to do is they're trying to do things quietly, is to not market the fact that they are funneling massive amounts of weapons to Ukraine, because what they don't want is to make this a war between the U.S. and NATO versus Russia. But it really is about how much. And massive really has to be massive. If the Ukrainians lose the East, it really does strike at the viability of Ukraine as a state. The Russians could declare victory, control the East, 5 years later, come back for more against a much weakened Ukraine. So this is the important chapter of the war, is can the Ukrainians control the East?
Doctor, realistically, what are the odds of that? Can the Ukrainians, without any physical aid, without any people, troops on the ground from any NATO countries, can they actually hang on to that region, or is this just a matter of time before Russia has that eastern path and is able to link right up with Crimea?
The odds are not with the Ukrainians, but it really does come down to how diminished are the Russians in terms of their military capacity? How much has the kleptocracy and the corruption of Russia degraded the Russian military's ability to wage an offensive war? This is a tall order for the Ukrainians, and all we can pray for is, will the West arm the Ukrainians enough? And is Putin's Russia that kleptocratic that they can't win a war that they should have easily been able to wage?